I don't know what to tell you. The Portland metro real estate market keeps chugging along despite some serious headwinds created by the highest interest rates we've seen so far this year. Sale prices are up, demand won't abate, and we saw something with the supply that we haven't seen for about 15 months. Let's take a look at the numbers. The average sale price rallied up 5% versus the previous week and ended up 1.4% higher than same time last year. For 3 out of the last 4 weeks, our year-over-year numbers have come in higher than the previous year. That's a big shift from what we've been seeing so far this year, when our year-over-year numbers have been mostly in the red. What's most surprising is that the average sale price, we saw this last week, was the highest number we've seen so far this year. I was not expecting to see that. As I've been saying, I've been expecting the average sale price to decelerate throughout the balance of the year. This could just be an anomaly or just the somewhat chaotic nature of dealing with smaller samples of numbers. Next couple of weeks should let us know. The number of new pending deals is one of our measures of buyer demand. As you can see here, demand is staying pretty consistent, coming in at just about 650. The number of lockbox opens, another measure of buyer activity that we follow, that number was up versus the same time last year, in Oregon by 16.6% and in Washington by 23%. That's unusual, not just in the fact that there's more activity this year versus last year, but in how much more there is. I think this tells us that interest and demand is out there, but affordability with high prices and high rates is throttling our market, but not as much as I would have expected. So let's talk about inventory. I went through my notes, and for the first time in 15 months, we have fewer homes to choose from this year than we did versus the same time period last year. It's only slightly fewer, just down by 2%. But keep in mind that back in January, the number of homes was more than double what it was the previous year, and we've been reducing that gap between last year and this year consistently up until this point where the numbers finally inverted. Before we part this week, rates did go over 7% on the low end, with most lenders at 7.5%, if not more. I think rate shock, plus this being a pretty slow week for real estate, is going to give us very little to look at this next week. Traffic out there in the city is super light, folks are out of town, and the listings that I've been watching for my out-of-town buyers are having very few, if any, showings at all. That brings up an interesting point. Did you know that agents can often monitor the number of showings on homes that their clients are interested in? It's kind of cool. So here we are. Thanks for watching to the very end. Please like and follow if you haven't already, and share this video with someone who might need a little perspective, and I'll see you next week.